primary points of the workshop, Your Relationships, A Pathway to Personal Power, are the same primary points that are in the book. The importance of relationship in our lives and the beauty of having people in your life and reaching out to them and actually being real and discussing what's really going on in your life. What we do in the workshop is we go deeper into each point of the process that is laid out in the little book on relationship. Life really is just an amazing journey, isn't it? It's, for me, in working in the medicine way, we do a lot of work about what life is really about. What is our destiny? What is our fate in this lifetime? And destiny and fate are fulfilled by following our passion. And by following our passion, we can then live our potential in this lifetime. And if we live our potential and we fulfill our fate, then we might get a chance to walk the hero's journey in this lifetime, to live the path of destiny. And the way that we do that is to follow our passion. I was very little, I was very interested in exploring who are we really and why are we here? Why did we end up with the parents that we ended up with? Then as I got older, how are we attracted to the people that we're attracted to? One person comes into our life and our whole life changes on a dime, just like that, and goes in a completely new direction. How does all of that happen? These are the things that I was very interested in and very much into exploring. The mystical nature of life, the spiritual nature of life. And in this exploration, I found myself, thank God, one day I found myself to the medicine way. And the medicine way is very much about exploring our true nature and exploring our power, exploring our life, exploring our destiny. It's very much about exploration, which thrilled me because ever since I was very little, as I explained, I've been very much into exploration. And we develop a lot of techniques for working with the energy of life in the medicine way. The way it's most often described is, I like to call it the luminous energy field. Some people call it an aura, some people just call it energy field. It's about as wide as your arms are when they're spread out, maybe a little bit bigger, a little bit like your arms over your head, and then a couple of feet into the earth. And it is actually a field of energy. And seers can see it. It often has different color in it according to what emotions you're experiencing. And so that's what I've drawn here with the green lines, is our energy field. So we work with reaching out to other people, how to reach out to other people, how to get over that hump that so many people have where it takes courage. Often it takes courage to reach out to another person and discuss what's actually going on with you. Channels power, energy, intent, consciousness, however you want to put it, down into you. And through your vision, your feeling, your mind and heart, that energy comes in and goes out, and you have a perception. Also work with navigating the unknown and reading mirrors. And as I discuss in the book, mirrors are when we see ourselves in other people. So we discuss how to read mirrors and what different kinds of mirrors are. And I bring in real life examples from my own life and from the lives of so many clients that I've had the blessing and the opportunity to work with in this life. So that's what I do. I bring in a lot of examples and I discuss, for instance, how to navigate the unknown. So often we forget that when we have a challenge in our life, the solution is unknown. If we knew the answer to whatever the current problem is with this relationship or the challenge that we have with this relationship, if we knew the answer to that, we would solve the challenge already. We would solve the problem. So the solution is unknown. So we spend a lot of time learning how to navigate the unknown.
I never thought navigating the unknown would be empowering. Today, that kind of came together for me.
I say celebrate life fully and give of yourself fully to life. So when it comes to sharing about the most pleasurable relationship, get into it. Feel the joy. Feel the joy. Share the pleasure with this other person. And as the listener, pay attention. Pay attention. I won't fight the wrong battle. I will find out what's going on within me, why I would give my power away. I will change that, become empowered as a result. And that is the gift of power. That is the gift of power. In the book, I use a man becoming aware of guilt. He becomes aware that he's carrying some guilt. And he releases that guilt. That's the gift of power that he got in this interaction.
That's the most important part of the workshop today, putting a fairly linear methodology to approaching relationships and the spiritual work behind relationships into practice.
To participate in that with people is just absolutely amazing. And to see the lights go on for them, the aha moments that they get, when they realize that someone in their life is just mirroring to them, or they realize that the reason they haven't come to a solution in a current problem that they have or challenge that they have is because they've assumed that they know the answer. So when those realizations happen for people, it's just a real joy to participate in that process. And I really enjoy relationships, so I like spending time with people. The way this shows up, this is how it looks energetically. It's how it happens energetically. The way this shows up is person B is upset with person A about this. And since they have it in their very own field, it becomes the lens through which they perceive person A. And it's all they focus on. This person is just so impatient. I can't stand how impatient they are. It's just driving me nuts. So the charge is how we identify if it's a mirror. If there's an emotional charge surrounding someone's behavior, it is a mirror. I guarantee it. It's never failed me. It's a mirror. It might be a little bit more subtle or obtuse than what you're used to working with mirrors, but it is a mirror. And the reason there's such a charge surrounding person A being impatient is because they are actually reflecting person B's own energy back to them. So the charge that we feel in that situation is our own light. It's our own energy. It's our own light. It's our own perception.
And he identified through questioning the way in which I looked at things and presented a whole new view in the way that I try to control outcomes, and gave me some great wisdom in terms of shifting my perception.